So guys, now welcome back. So let's take a look at our WTI crude oil for the week. We would want to see how our price will actually be moving this week. So make sure you stick to the end. So we would actually explain it through and see if we'll be able to make a prediction. We will start with our monthly time frame straight downward to our 1 hour time frame. On this monthly time frame, we all can see the movement. I think we started having this movement about January. No, was it January? March, about March 2020. Since 2020, March 2020, we've actually been having an impulse movement upward on this WTI crude oil, which means since March 2020, we were actually bullish on this monthly time frame. That is one. You all can see that our price is actually, above 10 period moving average, which just broke below our 10 period moving average. Of recent, the price just broke below the 10 period moving average. So have that in mind. So see it this way: an impulse move, we had a correction. There was a good amount of impulse move. Huge one, we had a correction monthly time frame. And now we've had this good amount of impulse move and we are on a correction level. So once we have this correction level, we tend to see that correction end at the previous key level area or the previous pullback level. We all see once the price pushes up, we saw the pullback, then we saw another push up. So once we see that pullback area, we tend to see it, end at this level. But will it end? Well, possibly not. It might break below it and continue to go downward. That is, if you zoom on our daily time frame, you see it is very, very bearish. Coupled with the fact that the price has just broken below 10 period moving average, there's every possibility to continue to go bearish. But what we are seeing, and if we want to trade it with our trend line, we would want to see it roll up again on our WTI crude oil. So basically, our prediction is that monthly time frame, we would want to see this WTI crude oil roll up on this monthly time frame. Now let's see it this way on our weekly time frame. So price was actually rolling up. Let's analyze it this way. We're actually having an impulse move. So price came to this level and it's dropped. It came to this level again and it's dropped, serving like it's the double top pattern. Now we are at this key level here. We saw the price roll up to this level and we saw a pullback happen at this level and we saw a breakout of it. Now price has actually come to this level again. What are we expecting weekly time frame? We are expecting for our price to actually roll up again. So monthly time frame, when we look at it, we are still expecting a bullish move, right? Weekly time frame, we are still expecting, kind of our price to actually roll up again. Possibly, will it happen? Well, it might not. It might continue to go bearish, but we are still expecting it on this weekly time frame analysis. Technical aspects, we are still expecting to go bullish. But will it start going bullish now? It's something we can't really predict. We're very much likely to continue to go drop, still have a little bit of a drop before we rally up. But this technical analysis says we will be going bullish anytime soon. But when we look at the technical indicator, the price is below 10 period moving average and we're very much likely to continue to go bearish. So definitely we would want to see how price will happen. So now, to get this price action, we will go back to our daily time frame. Now this daily time frame, you all see this movement downward. We saw this impulse move downward, a correction was made, another impulse move, a correction was made, another impulse move, a correction was made, and now we've had this good impulse move. Now we saw this price came to this level, right? So I will analyze it. This was actually ranging within this area. You see it. Price come to this level. We see it rally up again. It drops to this level again. We saw it rally up again. We saw this huge wick here. See, it happens at this huge wick. So price roll up to this level and it came to this level again, right? We saw it roll up and it broke below it, right? The price breaks below it. So once our price breaks below this our support area, we tend to see it actually come to test this area again. So now our price has tested this area, it once broke below it from. What are we expecting as a bearish move? So to actually enter this trade, if you would want to enter this trade on WTI crude oil, daily analysis, we actually to short it. So daily analysis, if you want to actually enter this trade, which means for this week, then I'll say short it down again to our previous lows. Now let's see it this way. Let me zoom it out properly. So this way we saw price actually came to this level. We saw a pullback, then it actually dropped, broke below this support level, and now we saw a pullback to test the area. What we are expecting next is another drop on our WTI. That is one, we are expecting a drop. Secondly, the price is below 10 period moving average. We should look to short it. And thirdly, this is kind of a downward trend now. We saw impulse move, a correction, impulse move, a correction, and now we are expecting another impulse move on WTI crude oil. Now to actually take this trade, we will go down to our 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is actually the time frame to actually take this trade. So basically, if you want to short it, it is not a good time to actually short it, because 4-hour time frame we are still on an uptrend move. Except this 4-hour time frame start giving us an impulse move downward, then we can short it. So 4-hour time frame still says bullish, so do not actually sell it. Let's see if it will continue to rally down. By the way, then once it continue to rally down, then we will go to our 1-hour time frame. On this our 1-hour time frame, you are going to be placing this trade. One, the two things you'll be looking at before you actually short it is, first of all, once the price drops down, break below this 10 period moving average. Secondly, when we see multiple break of structure downward on 1-hour time frame, we see an impulse move, a correction, another impulse move, possibly a correction. Then we can actually now enter the impulse move to go short on this WTI crude oil.